The science is not settled on this. The idea that we would put Americans' economy at jeopardy based on scientific theory that's not settled yet, to me is nonsense. I mean, and I tell somebody, I said, just because you have a group of scientists that have stood up and said, here is the fact, Galileo got outvoted for a spell. Find out what the science truly is before you start putting the American economy in jeopardy.
You notice climate phenomena happening. You say, oh, well, we don't know why these climate phenomena are happening. We don't even check whether they've happened before. So we'll just say, we'll invent a scare, and we'll say that it's humankind that is causing these changes to happen. And if I explain it that way, you can see how absurd that entire line of argument is.
I think it is not likely that carbon dioxide is going to prove to be the primary driver.
What do you think will be the primary driver?
I think the sun, and I think there are miscalculations from urban land use, generally speaking. He said nobody knows how fast it's going to get warmer, and nobody knows for sure what the various contributions of warming are.
It's a pure, unadulterated hoax that the whole environmental movement is solely oriented toward anti-capitalism. Anti-capitalist. It's all they are. Just like the feminists, it's another anti-capitalist movement. It's pro-socialist, pro-Marxist, pro-big government. That's all they are.
The Earth has warmed. I don't think that there's anywhere near enough conclusive evidence to prove that Miami is going to be under, 20 feet of water anytime soon, unless we all start panicking immediately. But I do believe that global warming has become more about politics and the redistribution of wealth than some altruistic notion of saving the planet for some people.
The overwhelming majority of scientific opinion in America today and in the world is that climate change is real. The fact is that it is real. And the fact is that the solution to it is through development of technologies which will then also help our economy and not hurt our economy, and also take measures such as a cap and trade proposal, which we are in favor of.
Now, I understand politically that some of my colleagues do not believe that global warming is real, and they do not really think that there is much that our country should or can do to address this crisis. I understand that, but with all due respect, I strongly disagree with that position and believe that in terms of the future of our planet, the lives of our kids and our grandchildren, that is a very wrong-headed position and could lead to enormous problems for our country and for the rest of the world. According to virtually the entire scientific community in the United States of America and around the world, according to virtually every agency of the United States government, global warming is real, and it is significantly caused by human activity. And people are mistaken if they believe that the impact of global warming will just be in decades to come. We are seeing very negative impacts today, and what the scientific community tells us, if we do not begin to reverse greenhouse gas emissions, those problems in America and around the world will only get worse.
We've seen it before. We saw the science mocked that tobacco was injurious to human health. We saw the science mocked that the lead in lead paint was injurious to children. And now we have seen mockery of the science that shows that when you put unprecedented amounts of carbon up into the atmosphere, it changes things.